Ashley Bandoni, a California FarmHer. By day, Ashley works in the ag industry as a salesperson for Syngenta, developing solutions to pest problems for seed dealers and crop advisors. Ashley also farms with her husband Mario on his family's fourth-generation almond farm and has a unique talent for everything from raising goats and training horses to woodworking and just about everything in between.
Definitely a lot of things kind of influenced me to go into ag. My dad's side had cattle ranch and horses, so I think both of those things sort of eventually sent me to where I am now, both hobbies and career. I never thought I'd be in sales. It all sort of happened naturally, but definitely fits our lifestyle and love working for the company I do. We purchased 20 acres and it's kind of a neat older place, a lot of character. We really liked that. I actually was in the middle of building a chicken coop here in my shop.
Oh yeah.
And I hurt my hand, so that didn't get finished, but I've got
that's what you were doing?
I actually was working, I've got 3 dining room tables going. I was working on the chicken coop and it was too late at night. I shouldn't have been in here.
Hold on, you make dining room tables? I did not know enough. What?
Just for fun, for fun.
Do you make up the designs yourself, or do people order them from you? I mean,
just like friends and family and stuff like that. It's just for fun, whenever I have time, whatever time is.
Yeah.
But I am a bit of a project junkie, so there's kind of a party barn we're working on and some different storage rooms. We've got a neat tack room. Yeah, so this is my tack room. It's a work in progress. Of course, like every room I'm going to take you in, I'm going to tell you I have plans for and all these things I want to do.
That's what life is, right?
Yeah.
It's where you make the plans.
I actually am going to use almond wood from an old orchard that we took out recently at the home ranch and do almond wood saddle racks off the wall, like bark them and put polyurethane, and I think it'll be really pretty. And then same thing with the bridle rack, have small almond logs all down this wall for the bridle rack.
As we continued around the farm, it was becoming clear that Ashley can do absolutely anything she puts her mind to. Now heading away from the house and barns, I could see the expansive almond fields, and I was excited to learn more about the process of producing this versatile crop.
And about how many trees are out here?
So I'd have to do the math, but this one's probably, maybe 130 trees the acre at most. Somewhere in that range,
and
I'd guess.
How many acres do you have planted here?
This is 50 acres.
50 acres?
Yeah.
Okay, at about 130 trees per acre.
Probably right around there. And the dogs are swimming.
Well, yeah, because that's what you should do in your dog. Okay, so do you say almond or almond?
We can do either. People say all the time, why do you call it almond? And the horrible joke is that it's because we shake the L out of them. So when you harvest almonds,
kind of
actually
funny.
use a shaker. It is kind of funny. Yeah, there's a lot of different varieties. There's probably less than 10 that are really popular. And so on our ranches, we grow a total of, I believe, 5. So we have Nonpareil, which is the #1 variety in the state. And that's due to the taste, the size. It's all about what the market is demanding. So they're still kind of in their leafing out stage. So you can see a lot of the leaves are still pretty small that are coming out. They're gonna really turn into the point where this whole tree really fills up, and when they're all done, it's gonna be like a giant green bush up here, basically.
Okay.
But all of these were the nuts that actually got fertilized during bloom, and we use bees to pollinate all the trees. And we're about 2 weeks post bloom right now. So we'd call that 2 weeks after petal fall, 2 weeks post petal fall.
When will these be mature? Like when will the shaker come in and you all actually harvest them?
Typically August 1st, and it runs in some places all the way to the end of October.
Okay.
We usually wrap up early to mid-October.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in the rain with your nuts, so that probably does not sound so great.
Don't get caught in the rain with your nuts. Bad idea.
Oh gosh.
The more Ashley and I talked about the almond field, I could see that this FarmHer's go-getter attitude must be a great asset as a salesperson for Syngenta. Even knowing the Bandoni farm had a lot of things to offer, Ashley still managed to surprise me with one more treat: their citrus-loving goats.
Hi, goats! Petunia will be the one that talks the whole time.
Petunia, was she your first one, you said?
Yeah, first baby. Petunia. Dixie, no.
So your goats will eat oranges?
Yes,
That's what you were going to tell me.
They love it. They love it. And
why do you guys have goats?
We had 2 because the others had some babies, and then we sold a bunch off and ended up with just Petunia and Gertrude, the far one over there, when we moved here. And these other 5 were here, and that was kind of part of when we moved in, that they would get to stay.
Yeah.
So now we have 7 again. We'll probably breed them this spring, summertime.
Next, we took a short trip down the road to Mario's family operation, the farm that is home to a 25-year-old orchard and a storage area for the equipment and overflow of nuts after harvest season.
So this orchard is roughly, it's around 25 years old. It was actually planted by my grandfather and dad. I'm the 4th generation farmer for my family. I take a lot of pride in keeping a family business, and I enjoy working, with my father and wife and everybody, so it's definitely rewarding. So we harvest them, and then we truck them over to what's a huller, and then they're either you keep them in the shell depending on how the buyer wants them, or at that place as well they can shell them, so they'll just break them down to the raw almond, and then from there they go to our buyer, who is Blue Diamond. And they do the marketing and ship them worldwide.
So I can buy a pack of those Blue Diamond Smokehouse ones on my way home in the airport?
They might just be from here, you don't know.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
While getting a little bit of history of how long the almond farm has been around, Ashley and Mario took me to see the unique equipment that is used to harvest their crop.
So I think this is kind of maybe the perfect symbol between like where Mario's job as a farmer and mine meet, because my products are what goes into this. So this is a modern orchard sprayer, an Orchard Blast. It's actually electrically charged, so it's where the molecules, when it comes out, they're more attracted to the leaves.
Okay.
So this is very typical of what I would discuss with my customers when they're gonna use our products. This is exactly how they're applying it in almonds and in walnuts. That's the shaker. This is their newest one. It's a side boom. They switched over when they started doing the tighter spacings to the side arm. So our irrigation systems have changed, where we now have micro sprinklers and drip down the rows. We used to have flood, and you could cross the borders to get around the trees easier. But now you don't want to go over your irrigation system. So this really prevents having to do that and makes it a lot more efficient. I think there's still a stigma out there that a lot of women can't be in ag, you can't be on the production side of ag, kind of go more towards the business side, and that's awesome too. There's a lot of different ways to go with it, and I think that this is one of the most welcoming and friendly industries. After that comes out of the field, and the yellow retriever we looked at, it would come right over to here. This is the elevator, and it would actually have it has a side dump that goes into this receiving end, and this is what loads into the semis. So you just have a complete waterfall of almonds coming out the top of filling semi trucks. It's pretty cool.
Be sure to, if you guys liked that, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss another FarmHer story. Now go check out all those other great stories we've got right here on our channel.